I know you guys really like the dirty ones, so let's get her did. Look at this, guys. Always be checking your tires. I checked my tire, and this is a fairly new tire. It's not that old, only a couple years old. But I checked this morning, and this wasn't there. And I'm at my third job. Look at that. So I'm gonna have to get that one plugged. Always make sure you're checking your tires. I'm gonna do a quick walk around here with you guys with the GoPro. I'm all set up. You see how bad the house is, and I'm going to do a quick walk around to show you the setup work that it takes to get a house professionally washed. I don't know if you can see this really good on camera here, but we took a picture of that because I'm not 100% sure that's going to come off, and the homeowners aren't even here, so we let them know that you know, that's already like that. That wasn't caused by us. You see how the algae is really bad here. So I'm going to put a picture up here for you guys, for you to see what this looked like without the cover, the Verizon box. I mean, guys, it's a mess of wires in there. You see that? I mean, if I spray that, I am going to definitely fry their internet and fry their cable and everything else. So we covered that up. And then also in here, I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to record in here for you guys, but you see I put tape, and there was something plugged in here. I plugged it out, and then I put tape over the keyholes. That's what it was right here. Look, that's what was in that. It's like a battery. You see it right here. I put it on there, the trampoline thing. This was actually hooked up to that, so I took that off because I didn't want to get sauce on that. You see up there, right underneath, sometimes the worst parts of a house wash will be right underneath the soffits. That's where a lot of mildew will actually accumulate. You see it up there, guys, all the way up there. Boom. And look at their rails. Wow. And you know, we've been talking all week about upsells. This is a $499 job. We upsold that for $100. And he doesn't want the deck done because they're having some parts of it replaced, and then the concrete up front. So you see up there, full of mildew, a little bit of algae. So we're doing a complete house wash here. Like I said, $499. And again, this came from a 5 around. We do a lot of houses here in this neighborhood. Up there, a little bit of bird poop. This wall here is not that bad. So, which is surprising because it's right next to all these trees and it doesn't get any sunlight on this side. And then the front, I'm not going to record for you guys, but I just wanted to do the pre-walk here with you guys because it's not that bad. And I'm just going to hit the soffits here. And there's a couple of bird poop spots, but I covered the same thing with the keyhole there on the main door. You see it? Because if the water gets in there, it fries it makes it so the key won't work. So you want to make sure it only takes a little bit of tape, and then up there, the Verizon, the Ring camera. So there you have it. And you know, it does take a little bit of prep work to be able to do a house wash professionally. Only takes a couple of minutes. But a couple episodes ago, we talked about minimizing. You see how bad the concrete is, guys? And like I said, he said that they're having part of it replaced, so he doesn't want to do that. So here we're just doing those rails that I showed you that are really bad. And you see here, full of algae on this wall and a little bit of mildew. So we're going to take care of those outdoor organics. And I am downstreaming this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn off the GoPro. We're going to switch to a different camera, so you guys are going to get to see me work in a time lapse, and we'll go to voiceover for that. So I'll catch you guys on the other side when we're doing the rinse. Okay, guys, you know, here we are. We switched to voiceover and make it a little bit easier for you guys to follow along. We are downstreaming this house. You guys see how nasty and dirty this house is. We are downstreaming this with a 6% solution, or a 50-50 mix. And by the way, I think I mentioned in the beginning that we got this customer via a 5 around, and it's actually the house across the street that we picked up as a 5 around. This house here was picked up with Google My Business. The owner saw our name online, and then he actually asked somebody about the company, and somebody also recommended him. So it was a whammy, double whammy there. So, and then the other thing is, I'm going to be doing a commentary here, popping in and out, explaining exactly what it is that I'm doing as we talk some marketing stuff, because guess what, guys? Next episode, it's finally here. We're going to do our first episode of the marketing series, and it's a total of 9 episodes. So the next 9 episodes is going to be the marketing stuff. We're going to cover target marketing, social media print marketing, and then also mass marketing. Our first episode, we're going to be doing a deep dive into mindset, the right mindset for growth. And then episode 2, we're going to talk about sales and the 4 factors of that create sales impulse. So great stuff coming up for you guys, and it's going to be coming out the whole month of August. So stay tuned for that. We're going to be pumping out 2 to 3 episodes a week, so that's going to be great for you guys, especially some of you guys have been hitting me up about how to get customers and stuff like that. So you see here in this wall here that I'm hitting, guys, how bad it was. No ladders, no nothing, just hit it with that sauce, and look what that hot sauce does to all that organic growth on the wall there, guys. When you downstream a house, you always want to start at your dirtiest side. You always want to start at a corner instead of like the middle of the wall. And you want to go from ground to gutter, which is what you saw me do in the beginning. I went from one corner all the way to the other corner with my fan tip. Then you saw me switch to my shooter tip. And that's what I was doing there, hitting everything with my shooter tip. And we're going to do the 3 sides together. The front I did off camera because there really wasn't that much to do there. And like I mentioned before here when I was recording with the GoPro, we upsewed the railings here for an extra $100. So this ended up being a $600 job. Plus the homeowner gave me a $50 tip. So, you go out there, guys. Like I always say this, if you want to make what professionals make, you got to go out there and play the part of a professional. And you see here, look at the difference that this wall, the chemical made on that wall. It's amazing. No pressure at all, no ladders, no nothing. Look how beautiful it already looks. And this was after I want to say in real time, this was like 6-7 minutes. Look at that. And that's how you want to do it. Guys, the purpose of my channel has always been to help you guys, give you guys as much knowledge as possible. So, we talk about the marketing side, you have the sales side, you have the operation side, the administration side. So my job is to coach you guys on all 4 levels. So, you're getting out there and you're able to run a successful, thriving pressure washing business, right? And the bottom line, guys, is that, when I started in this business, this is my 11th season now. I've been through 10 whole seasons. My first 2 seasons, I think I've mentioned this a couple times, I was doing it part-time. It was like a side hustle or part-time job for me. And then by my 3rd season, I quit my full-time job, got into this full-time. So, but I am in my 11th season now. And, I didn't have... when I started in this business, YouTube was not exactly what it is now in terms of the amount of information and knowledge that's on there. And so, I didn't really have anybody that I could have gone to at that time to ask questions about the chemicals and the processes out in the field and all of that stuff. So, I'm very proud that we decided to do this channel. I'm happy with it. And it seems that, you guys are learning a lot, but learning is not enough. You have to take this information and, and turn it into something. You have to put action behind the learning. Take all of this knowledge that I'm giving you and apply it to your business. That's the point, And, your business will grow. We were talking a little bit about the marketing stuff that we got coming up. Guys, there's information in there. And again, this is not something that theoretical nonsense that I read somewhere that I'm regurgitating out to you guys. This is me 10 years in my business here, and I can tell you what worked, what didn't work, and what's going to work for you. And I've been talking about this a little by little, kind of letting you guys know also that I do some coaching. If you guys are struggling and you need help in that department, I can help you out, you know, because I do coach guys in the industry as well. And that's what it is, guys. You know, I mean, this is one of those businesses where there's just so many moving parts, because when you're talking about, you know, there's over so many different types of chemicals that we use, and every chemical is different and the process is different. So, you know, if you can get coaching on a one-on-one level, it's going to help you out a lot, and it will make it a little bit easier for you. So I highly recommend that for you guys. But you know, and the stuff on YouTube, I mean, guys, if you go back, right, and you watch from episode 1, I don't know, you know, if this is your first episode that you're listening, maybe you've watched a couple of my episodes. I promise you, if you go back and you watch from the very beginning, guys, in every single episode, I mean, in every episode, I drop some gold nugget of information, whether we're talking sales or marketing, administration, or you just see like the procedures, because when it comes down to it, it all comes down to system. If you've noticed, I know I've done, I don't know, about a dozen house washes with you guys now. Every single house wash that I do, it's all boils down to a system. So there's a system behind the way we do absolutely everything. You know, there's a reason why we do the things that we do, because, you know, like me, I've been in the field and I've done over 10,000 homes myself. So, you know, I know I'm an expert of knowing what not to do. So I can tell you and I can show you how to avoid all the pitfalls that I myself fell into. So, you know, and like I said, if you go back and you watch episode 1, episode 2, and you in every episode, you know, you take some notes and then you apply that to your business, guys. I promise you, it's going to make a significant impact in your business. A significant impact, because like I said, all of the information that I bring you is lab tested information. Real quick, guys, to go back to here. So this is the second side. You saw the same thing here. I go from side to side, from ground to gutter. I go with my fan tip. And the purpose here is to just make sure that absolutely everything has sauce on it. Then when I can no longer reach with the fan tip, I switch to my shooter tip. And that's what I have right here on my J-Rod. And with that fan tip, with that shooter tip, I am hitting the soffits, the fascia boards, and anything that is a little bit more resilient to my solution. That's what I'm hitting a little bit, putting a little bit more of that sauce on there. Then I let that solution sit, and I go to the next side, and then the next side, and the next side. And we got one more side to do here. The very next wall, I mean, there's not really that much on it, but yeah, I mean, you see, I mean, the wall already looks pretty clean, but that's what you want to do. And yeah, the bottom line, guys, is just keep grinding, keep learning, keep grinding, and apply everything that I teach you, and we're going to get your business there together. And I will see you guys over on the other side. We're going to be doing the rinse together, and I got a treat for you guys. I don't want to spoil it, but I got a treat in the next part here where we turn back to the GoPro. I got something there. I did something that we've never done on the channel before, so I hope you guys like it. But yeah, finish watching me sauce up this wall, and I'll catch you guys on the GoPro side. Okay, guys, here we are. I already 100% finished the front. I just finished wetting all of these plants. I also rinsed the other side, the far side of the house, and the front. So all we got is this side and the back side to rinse really good. So again, you know, I've mentioned this multiple times. What you want to do is you want to make sure that you know, you leave the walls chemical free. And the windows, I put usually, you know, about 5 to 10 seconds on each window. And you know, my goal with the rinse stage is not to spend, you know, 15-20 minutes on each wall. You see what I'm saying? I mean, my goal really is to just put some water on it. Well, a lot of water, you guys. There's a lots and lots of water coming out of that gun, right? And you know, obviously we gotta worry a little bit about plant protection. So there's some flowering type plants. You know, I had someone recently asked me, by the way, you know, how much chemical do professionals usually, you know, they were wondering about how much chemical they should make. What is the average that it takes to get a house done? And you know, that's kind of a loaded question, I would say, and the reason for that being is this. So this is my third house today, and I just looked at my tank, and you know, I will have gone through 18 gallons, so an average of 6 gallons per tank, you know, I'm sorry, per house. And that's right around where professionals. Now as a new guy, yeah, you're not gonna be able to do that. You know, most new guys, I would say on average, you're looking at probably somewhere around 15 gallons a house. And then as you know, as you get better at the craft, as you learn to master the trade, you'll be able to, you know, get that done sooner. So in here, you guys did not see me in here. You saw the prep work that I did there. And I didn't even realize how dirty the soffits up here were. Oh, I'm sorry, not the soffits, the ceiling. So got that done for him, and so that looks really nice. And these railings here, they were really bad. So, but anyway, there you go. That looks really good, guys. It was really bad up there, so it looks really nice now. But yeah, that's why I say it's kind of a loaded question, because it depends on who you are. I just had a technician at the very beginning of the season. Oh guys, check out the rails. Check out how awesome they look. They were all green. I'm gonna put a picture up here for you guys so you can see the before, right where I'm standing right here, so you can see the before right there. Oh, and by the way, look, see what I'm doing right there? Rinsing with the fan tip, the camera. So and then the lattices, they were all green and grimy. So the bottom line is, guys, you know, it's really how much chemical you use is going to depend on your level of skill and experience, right? So if you're out there and you're using 15 to 20 gallons, too much. So I was saying, new technician, the beginning of the year, we sent him out, and you know, with 50 gallons, and he had 4 houses to do. And then by the end of house 2, he was already out of chemicals. So he used 50 gallons in 2 houses, 25 gallons per house. You know what I mean? So there's an example of what a new guy will do. Why? Because new guys sit on walls too long. They don't understand the dwell time. They're switching, you know, between tips too much, constantly switching between water and rinsing, for example, is another big mistake that new guys make all the time. And then another mistake that they make is, you know, they're doing the house 3-4 times. That's not necessary. If you're doing it properly, you only need to, you know, sauce it up once, then spot treat, and so forth. But you know, at the end of the day, everything comes down to system and technique. So that's what it's all about. And let me tell you something, guys. I know this neighborhood really well, and I can tell you something. People in this neighborhood are picky, guys. Picky. I got a customer here in this neighborhood. Imagine this. We do her house 3 times a year. Yep, you heard me right. 3 times a year, guys. A year. He said he had a really bad burn mark here. He was wondering if I could get rid of it. Of course, that's Trex, but it was black, but it's a burn mark from cooking, so not gonna be able to come off 100%, but I did knock it down a lot. Look at that. So, I'm using the fan tip here just to get rid of the bacteria that was killed by the chemical there that I put on there. So yeah, in order to answer your question, you know, as a new guy, I would aim for, you know, around 15 gallons. So if you have you know, let's say 3 houses to clean that day, I would, if I were you, I would put, you know, 40 to 50 gallons in my tank, and then learn to master the craft, right? And then the other thing is this, typically, you know, and with new guys, especially if you're batch mixing and mixing your own chemical, so what I've noticed is that you know, if your chemical is not right, it could take you a really long time to wash a house. So one or two things there is happening. Either you don't have the skill, which is actually the more likely thing, and the other one is you just, you know, your chemical is not right. So go back to the lab, you know what I mean, on that. Make sure you watch our episode 10 where we break down for you how to make your own solution and all that. Because remember, we already did that side over there, guys. Let me pull my line here a little bit. Yeah, make sure you watch that episode, because it's got trapped under the recycle thing here, where we break down for you all the chemicals, because that's going to be a great resource for you guys. But yeah, if your chemical ain't right and you don't know what you're doing, take you to the you know, I just had a technician, when was this, a couple months ago. We sent him, you know, his schedule was 3 houses, and you know, first house 9, second house 11, third house at 1, and it was noon and he was still at his first house, and he got there at 8:45. You see what I'm saying? So, you know, when you don't know what you're doing, and we try our best, our technicians, most of them go through 12 weeks of training, right? But people are super complicated, complex. You know, technicians will go out there and they'll try to reinvent the wheel and all that, try to think, oh, you know, the company does it this way, but I'm gonna do it my way because my way's better, they think. Then they go out there and they fall on their face and they go, oh, that's why the company does, you know, certain things a certain type of way, you know. So, and that's what I'm teaching you guys. I'm teaching you guys the cheat code. You guys remember the cheat code for Contra? You remember that? Up, up, down, down, left, right, A, B, start? Yep, that's right. I still remember that. Have it memorized. Well, that's what Mr. Bubbles channel is all about. Giving you guys the pressure washing cheat code, right? So there you have it, 100% done, you know. And we rinsed off all of the plants in the front. You can see, I mean, this house was in bad shape, guys, like bad shape. These what is that called, the railings, and you got to remember, this is a $499 wash. Right now I'm a little over an hour and 15 minutes that I've been here. So, and this is a $499 plus $100 for the rail, so that's a total of $599 in an hour and 15 minutes. And that's right where you want to be, you know. As a new guy, you know, new to the business, you're going to be in a $200 an hour range, but beats making 20 bucks an hour, right? Or $12 an hour, or whatever you're making right now, right? You could be making $200 an hour as a new guy. And the blueprint for that, you start from episode 1. Just watch Mr. Bubbles from episode 1 and take notes. Watch every episode 2-3 times, take notes, and then apply everything that you see on there. And trust me, because that stuff is lab tested information, right? Stuff that I learned, nobody taught me. It's stuff that I learned through a process of trial and error. You want to do about usually 5 to 10 seconds on plants, you know, and again, it's okay to get chemical on plants. You just can't leave the chemical on there. So got a little bit of debris that fell from the window right there in the corner. I don't know if you can see that or not. It's right there by the light, right there. And yeah, you know, make sure you're doing quality work out there for people. People will recommend you. Like I said, I know this neighborhood really, really, really well, and the people here, man, they are picky, guys. So you want to make sure that every house you go to, you're doing everything by the book. Everything by the book. Don't cut any corners, you know. Make sure everything looks like a professional did it. It's got kind of a weird, I don't know if it's because it's drying, but either way, we're going to hit this a little bit with the pressure down here. You can't probably tell on camera, but it's right here. I think it was just a little bit of residue from the mildew that was on there and the algae that died. But so yeah, and like I said, I mean, at the end here, I'm gonna put up some before and after pictures for you guys, so you guys get to see. So, you know, this is a $600 job that took me 1 hour and 15 minutes to do, and I am 100% done. So you see that, 100%. And when I leave here, this house is going to dry, and it's going to look exactly how it looks right now, because it is chemical free. Let's turn this off. So there you have it, guys. There you have it. You know what? I wanted to try something here. I haven't done this on the channel yet. I'm going to see if the homeowner, if we can get the homeowner on camera. Let me see here, guys. This might not work, so if it doesn't work, I'll catch you on the other side. Hey, sorry about the camera. I'm doing a training video for new guys. You don't mind if I record you, right? Not at all. Oh, okay. Yeah, we're all done. Overall, it was really not that bad. This wall here had a lot of algae. So, as you can see, looks really good. Look really different, right?
It does.
How did you find out about the company, by the way?
Google.
Oh, really? Google. Google my business, right?
Google my business, and then I also spoke with a client today.
Yeah.
That said you all were A1.
A1. Wow. So you got somebody referred as well.
Yep.
All right, cool. Yep. I really didn't run into anything, you know, extraordinary, like just a little bit of bird poop on windows, stuff like that. Of course, we covered everything, like you see your what is that thing called, ring cameras covered. So yep. You know, I would suggest you get your concrete done here at some point. That's the only thing. Deck looks great. That black spot you asked me about, gone.
Wow.
Yeah, gone. And so, you know, and I don't know if I mentioned this to you or not, but one of the things that's in our tanks called copper sulfite. Okay. It keeps the stuff from growing back for a while. Gotcha. So, you know, you want to stay in that 1 to 3 year window for the house wash. Gotcha. Don't want to go over that because it can damage stuff. Yeah, you might want to get the vinyl fence done as well at some point. So what did you think about your yeah, this was up there, for example, was full of mildew. It was really bad. Gotcha. What did you think about your first experience getting a house wash done professionally?
Hell of a job. Seriously, I mean it.
Really?
It looks really, really good. Like, this didn't look like this. That didn't look like that.
Yeah, I touched a lot of stuff up.
Nasty. This is what drew me initially. I saw the house, but I saw how bad it was, honestly, around here. Yeah. This is what drew me.
Really? Getting the deck.
I was getting tired of seeing all of the green.
All the green and black, right?
And I just felt uncomfortable. Wow.
So it's not perfect, but you know, it was burnt, so.
That was black.
It was, yeah, it was pitch black because of the charcoal.
Yeah.
So, but there you have it. I mean, we really appreciate you. We look forward to, you know, always taking care of your pressure washing needs. Yeah. Whenever you need Mr. Bubbles again, you just give us a good holler.
I definitely will do that.
And I am going to have my boss, Suzanne, send you the link for the Google review.
Gotcha.
I mean, you know how important that is. You said you own a business, right?
I do.
What's the name of the business?
FCF Sports Performance.
Yeah, it's a gym, you said, right?
Yep,
we're gonna send people your way. But yeah, so if you can help us out with that, because the company gives us bonuses for us employees.
I got you.
So if you can help us out.
Oh, okay.
And there you have it. Another satisfied Mr. Bubbles customer.
Yep.
We'll see you next year.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.